To school season, and you know what that means. Yep, the return to Friday Night Lights. Football teams everywhere practicing for the season, and even in this heat. All right, you're looking at video from practice at Tucker High School. Schools across the state follow guidelines from Georgia High School Association to keep students safe when temperatures are on the rise. When the wet globe temperature goes above 92 degrees, they are required to shut down practice. Okay, that's when we're talking about practice, mixing the heat and the humidity. The dew point, very important. All right, that was the case today. So some of these teams still have to practice the necessary precautions.
You got to have, cold tubs out. We got to have, certain amount of water breaks, and so it's a lot of, a lot of precaution there, in terms of how we have to practice.
All right, when it comes to this kind of heat, the CDC says you should pace yourself. That means cutting down the exercise that you do outside. If you have trouble breathing, you need to find a cool place to sit down and rest. The CDC says you should also drink plenty of water and stay from the sugary drinks and alcohol, of course. You want to drink water, folks. You need to drink water. All right, we will see the heat index today rise to, well, close to 100 degrees. Here in the metro area south of the city, could be a little bit higher than that, as temperatures will be a little bit warmer down to the south.